Hello friends, how are you all? I hope so all are good. So today we will start with the exercise. Okay, I think so only 2 questions are left. Up to 5 I have to solve and give a homework of question number 6 and 7. Is there any problem in question number 6 or 7th? Have you tried? Okay, let me start. We left with only 2 questions, question number 6 and question number 7. What is question number 6? List all items known to you that float on water. You have to list all the items which are knowable that they are float on the water. Check and see if they will float on oil or kerosene also. The example which are written by you in the answer of the question number 6, you have checked them also that they will float on the oil. They will also float on oil or kerosene. So firstly you have to write the answer, the things float on water, and then you have to check is there also float on oil or kerosene also. Okay, so start the answer. Will I write the questions or not? I said to all of you that questions are also available in your books. So don't waste the time, only focus on the answers. But okay, some of them said ma'am question also. List all items. List all items known to you that float on water. Check and see if they will float on oil or kerosene. Okay, so answer. Number first is plastic ball. Yes, plastic ball is always float on the water. You will throw a plastic ball in any pond or lake, then it will be float on the water. It will never sink in the water. Second is balloon. Balloon also you will try at your home also in a bucket full of water. You will throw a balloon or you will throw a plastic ball on them. Then it will float on the water, never sink in the water. Next is feather. Bird's feather. Matchstick. Okay, try these things at your home also, but remember that your mother will not angry at you. Thermocol. Yes, if you throw a thermocol in water and a pond, then it will also float on the water, never ever sink in the water. Cane. Boat, paper boat also you know, and normal boat also. Did you ever do boating? So never your boat will sink in the water, it will float on the water. That's why you are available to boating in the water. So example is boat. And next is hair. Hair also never sink. And yes, they also float on oil or kerosene due to oily surface. Clear till her? Plastic balls, balloon, feather, matchstick, wood, thermocol, cane, boat, hair, and they all are also float on oil and kerosene due to oily surface. Okay, and the next question Yes, write down here. Tell here. Question number 7th and the last question. Then we will start with the next chapter. Find the odd one out from the following. There are 4 parts. We have to find out the odd one. We have to find out the odd one thing from this. Is paper, board, hairs, and all things are a good example which are you can see in your daily life. You can try this also, that they will float or not. Okay, question number 7. Question number 7. Odd one out. Odd one out. Part first A. Chair, bed, table, baby, cupboard. Part B. I am writing questions first. Rose, jasmine, bought, marigold, lotus. I think so if you revise this chapter you will get the ideas of the answers from here. Aluminium, iron, copper, silver, sand. Part number D. Sugar, salt, sand, milk, milk powder. Okay, these are the questions. So tell me the answers of this question. Have you any guesses? Okay, first, odd one out. Chair, bed, table, baby, cupboard. Chair, bed, table, cupboard, all things are made up of wood or you can say plastic. But baby is odd one out. Baby option is odd one out. Next is rose, jasmine, marigold, lotus. All are category of flowers. All are category of flowers. But B is not a category of flower. So this is the odd one out. It is both. Odd one out baby, both. Aluminium, iron, copper, silver. All are the categories of metal. But sand is not a category of metal. So odd one out is sand. Sugar, salt, milk, milk powder. Sugar, salt, milk and milk powder all are related to eatable things. But sand is not come in the category of eatable things. So here sand, here also sand, boat, baby. Firstly, what is this? Chair, bed, table, cupboard all are made up of wood or plastic and come in the one category, but baby is not in the category of furniture. Rose, jasmine, marigold, lotus all are category of flowers, but board is not the category of flowers. Aluminium, iron, copper, silver, these all are category of metals, but sand is not in the category of metal. So odd one out is sand. Sugar, salt, milk, milk powder all are the category of eatable things, but sand not in the category of eatable things. Okay, so chapter completed here. And yes students, some of them said to me that please ma'am doing first chapter of this session. So I am telling you, we will follow the new edition of the NCERT. I will not follow the old edition of the NCERT. In new edition there are only 11 chapters and in old edition there are 16 chapters. So many chapters are cut down from your syllabus. Be happy. I think so happy you. Yes, I am explaining old edition and new edition NCERT. There are 16 chapters. Okay, here are only 11 chapters. Only 11 chapters. So we have to follow this new session, not this old version. We have to study the new version of the NCERT. So only there are 11 chapters, and I am following the new version of the NCERT. So we have done with components of food, sorting, materials into group. Okay, and now the third chapter is separation, and the third chapter is separation of substance. So today we will start this chapter. The chapter first, food. It will in the old version of the NCERT. So I will not doing this chapter. The first chapter is this, second is this, and third is this. We will follow the new version of the NCERT NCERT book. So please follow your new version of the NCERT. Chapters are 5 chapters are cut down from your syllabus. Only 11 chapters are there, which are the main chapters. So food is very easy chapter. You can read by yourself also. And if then also you want that I am doing with this chapter, please comment me. I will do it. Okay. Let's start the next chapter. Separation of substance. Next chapter is separation of substance. Okay. Yes. Do you know how to make a tea? Do you know how to make tea? Yes? Okay. If you know, then for making a tea, we will need water, milk, tea leaves, sugar, okay. These 4 things are essential for making a tea. At the end, you will drink a tasty cup of tea. This and this. These 3 are soluble into each other. Water, milk and sugar will make a pure, or you can say make a soluble mixture. Water, milk or sugar. But tea leaves will never make any soluble mixture with these. So we have to separate these things from the tea. So we have to separate these tea leaves from the solution. So in our daily life we are doing many examples where we have to do separation of substance. The biggest example, or you can say the daily use or the common example, is making of tea. So we have to separate tea leaves from our solution of tea. So how we will separate? By using a strainer. By using a strainer, we will separate tea leaves from the tea. So there is a separation of substance. So separated substance is tea leaves. Separated substance is tea leaves, and we left over with solution of milk, water plus sugar. Clear solution of 3 things. Okay, so we will separate the tea leaves from the tea with the help of a strainer. There are many examples. which we are doing in our day-to-day life. Like if you are eating mangoes and guavas in a basket with full of mango and guavas, I've said to take a different basket and make different baskets of mango and banana. Then you will easily separate them. Mangoes and you can say banana. Mango and banana. So there are two baskets. You will easily make one and one. This is of mangoes and this is of bananas. They both are bigger in size. So you will easily picked by hand, and you will take one banana in this basket, one mango in this, one banana in this. Very easy to separate these things which are bigger in size and easily visible by our eyes. But what happen if I said separate the sand and salt? Take two example. What happen if I said separate the sand plus salt mixture by hand? I said firstly separate the mangoes and bananas in two different baskets. You will easily done by your hand. Pick one mango, put in the one basket. Pick one banana, put in the other basket. But what happen if I said separate this mixture of sand plus salt? It is easy to separate by hand, but it is easy visible the particles of salt and sand and by your naked eyes? No. So we will use different methods. To separate different substance. So in this chapter we will read the different methods of separation which are used with the help of our hand, or you can say with different methods which are different in size, different with the properties. Okay, so this is the base of the chapter. Okay, one more thing. When milk is churned, you will get curd. When milk is churned, milk or curd is churned, then you will get the butter. Okay. Next, one more example. Grains with stalks. Easily separated by hand. When milk is churned, milk and curd is churned, you will get butter. This is also a method of separation, or you can say this process is also comes in the category of separation. And now next is I will give you example of mangoes and bananas. And now then it is impossible to think of separation of sand and salt solution. So now there is a table. I am explaining you a table. Why do we need separate substance? Okay, clear to all of you what is the separation, and I am giving example 2 to 3 like tea, mango, banana and sand and salt. So now why do we separate? Why do we separate substance? Why do we separate substances? Number first is separation process. Process for which tables are very important. Read these tables very carefully and learn also. They will tell us a lot of things. We'll do this. And by making tables, I think so, it makes our work easier to learn, or you can say understand these things. What do we do with the separated components? What do we do with the separated components? Okay, now first is, there are three parts. First is separate stones from rice. Separate stone from rice. To separate two different but useful components. Process for which we do the separation. Process for which we do the separation. Firstly, which process we have done? Stones from rice. We have to find out stones from the bowl of rice. Which process we do the separation? You can say to separate two different but useful components. Yes, these are useful for us. Yes, rice is used for eating, and stone is, if we put stone in the rice, then our food will not become good. So what do we do with the separated components? We throw away the solid components. We throw away the stones, or you can say solid component, because we will not eat the stones also. Is there anyone who will eat stone also? I eat only rice. I will not eat stones. If there are anyone who will eat stones, then he will take stones with them. Okay. Now next is churning milk to obtain butter. Churning milk to obtain butter. To remove non-useful components. First process to separate two different but useful components. It is to remove non-useful components. Yes. If we get butter, then the leftover with is not useful for us. So we will get the butter and we will not use the leftover material. We throw away the impurities. We throw away the impurities. Yes. Now third, separate tea leaves. Separate tea leaves. To remove impurities. Or harmful components. And what do we separate it? We use both the compounds. So let me explain you the table. Why do we separate substance? First is separation process for which we do the separation. What do we do with the separated components? Visible to all of you? Yes, first is stones from rice. Rice is an eatable thing. So we have to eat only rice. Is there anyone who will eat stones? Then keep the stones also. To separate two different but useful components. Both are useful for a stone also and rice also. We will throw away the stones, solid compounds. That means we will only cook the rice, we will cook the stones also with the rice. So we will throw the stones. Next is churning milk to obtain butter. We will churn the milk to obtain the butter. Butter is useful for us. The leftover process is not useful for us. So the process we called as to remove non-useful components. Milk is non-useful components for us if we will get butter from them. We will throw away the impurities. Yes, we will not left over with that impurities. Separate tea leaves to remove impurities or harmful components. We will never eat tea leaves alone. We will only use tea leaves with the milk, water, or sugar. You can say sugar or without sugar. So to remove impurities or harmful components, we use both the components. Yes, tea leaves also used in our plants. If you throw the leftover tea leaves in your plants, then they will grow much better than non-useful if you not use the tea leaves. That means if you use the leftover tea leaves in your plants, then they will get the more nutrients from the soil and the soil become more useful for the plants. Okay, so for today this is enough. We will left here, and so tomorrow we will discuss the separation methods. I think so 5 to 6 methods we have to discuss. Till here any problem, if you face any problem then comment. I think so not very tough that you face any problem. Very easy chapter. Chapter number 3rd as compared to new version of the NCERT. Not follow the old version. Thank you.